name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Today is November 10th, 2025. It is 12:04 a.m. All right, so I just put a list together. Let's get started. Okay, let's go on Twitter. First tweet. I have some of these, especially that, on the list, but that might be for my next recording. I plan on recording for at least 2 hours, so that will be on PYTE. First tweet. It was always obvious that William and Kate copy Harry and Meghan. Interesting that the voters are now publicly admitting this. I mean, the squad always call it out, especially the squaddies who are into fashion and things like that. Whenever they see the other is wearing something similar that Meghan have worn, they call it out. Okay, so she retweeted that. The heirs that follows the spares. More admissions. Okay, so there's some comments. I'll come back. Let's go into the retweet. Let's pause. More admissions. Meghan had transformative effect on the way the British monarchy communicated. They follow her, Meghan, lead in public relations. It certainly made Prince William and Kate raise their game. She, Meghan Sussex, had that lighter depth touch. I suspect that create resentment. This is something I will never understand. They had Meghan at their disposal, literally under their roof, and they saw how Meghan was popular, but they didn't take advantage of it. And then Harry did tell them to take advantage of Meghan while she was there to sort of help the Commonwealth and things like that. But they felt they had that under control. So here we are. Okay, so let's listen to this. There will be a screenshot, 2 minutes and 17 seconds.
The royals may have overlooked Meghan's example in charity work, but they followed her lead in public relations.
Meghan had a transformative effect on the way the British monarchy communicated. Meghan and Harry employed Sarah Latham, a previous PR advisor to Hillary Clinton, to come and help them with their social media profile.
When Meghan...
But the thing is that this is something I've said in the past. You could hire the best PR person to help you, but you yourself must have a vision to tell your PR people, okay, this is what I would like to do. And then the PR person will curate it according to her expertise. But when you don't have any vision at all, that doesn't mean to dictate your PR person how to do her job, which is what I've said the others have done. They could hire anybody, meaning William and Kate could hire anybody, a professional, and they will dictate to the professional how to do the job. That's not what I mean in this aspect here. Harry and Meghan have a vision. When they hire the person, I'm assuming they will tell their PR person, this is what I would like to do. Okay? And then based on that, you have to give them a guidance, a goal, and then they will curate it toward it. And then you just let them do the job. And then once they finish do the job, they give you the finished product. You look at it. Does that fit to the vision that I told her? Okay? Her meaning the PR person. So Harry and Meghan had a vision and they allowed the experts to do their job. But the others, they will hire the best of the best, but they will dictate the best of the best how to do the job. I mean, I don't work in PR, okay? I would assume this is the way they do their work. But Harry and Meghan are not doing things where that needs damage control, where the PR person will come in and say, oh, this is how the public is feeling, so therefore you must change your attitude or the way you present things. It's not like that at all. But in Harry and Meghan's case, they doing things reasonably, and they want to present their vision, their goal, their work, the way they interact with people, in a way where a PR will say, this is the way maybe you should present the way you do your thing. Okay? So there are PR people who's there for damage control. So that wasn't damage control, in my point of view. That wasn't damage control. It was, it wasn't damage control in a sense where Harry and Meghan hire a PR person to do for them. It's probably more of a way to take some stuff off of their backs, because Meghan went to school for this type of things, public relations, and what did she study again? Here's the thing where she said in one of those shows.
What did you study at college?
I double majored theater and international relations, and then I went and worked for the U.S. Embassy for a bit. And
okay, but I think it was more of a way to get some load off of her back, because as far as I'm concerned, the UK people were pretty much taking command from William and Kate, because they were the one who were paying those people who work around Harry and Meghan. So by Meghan hiring someone outside of the vicinity of the royal family, okay, so that person will be listening to her. In a way, I think that played a part of it as well. That's just my opinion. All right, let's get back to the original recording. But let's continue.
When first joined the royal family, she and Harry shared the Kensington Royal Instagram account with William and Kate. But from April 2019 onwards, Meghan and Harry launched their own channel, Sussex Royal. On advice from branding experts, they interspersed their pictures with distinctive graphics and showcased inspirational quotes from figures like Archbishop Desmond Tutu, the Dalai Lama, and Harry's mother, Princess Diana.
Okay, this was their vision. They were not aligned with the other. Okay? They could still do the same work or whatever, but their vision was different. And then let's not forget, when Sussex Royal came, it broke a world record to get the most, I think, reaching million something followers. It did break a world record.
What they did was professionalize the way they communicated via social media. Carefully edited video clips, beautifully curated photographs.
It's about creating a community. It can't just be, oh, here's a static post and here's some information in the body of the text.
And sometimes it just takes one person to do something a little bit different for other people to join them, especially the younger generation. She really is just using social media like any other millennial.
On the launch day of the Sussex Royal brand, it picked up more than 1 million followers in its first 6 hours.
There it is. That was the world record. And then from this point on, and I think the others were buying bots. They couldn't get that many followers. Okay? This is the thing I've said in past videos. This is the army Meghan bought to the royal family they didn't see. Alright? So let's continue.
Meghan Markle knows how to use social media.
Exactly.
While Will and Kate were a bit slower and more formal. She had that light and deft touch. I suspect that created resentment.
Soon after Meghan transformed royal social media, William and Kate followed her example. They steered clear of inspirational quotes, but used graphics and Kate's charming photographs to keep their followers engaged.
It certainly made William and Kate raise their game. They hired a new head of social media, someone who then started doing all their own content so they could do it, put it on their Twitter and their Instagram.
Yeah, let's see here. My jaw dropped watching this program because I have never seen a truthful program told about Meghan on the UK channel. Granted, there will Still some snarky comments, but this was one of a balanced program appreciating her work and her impact on that family, regardless of them not accepting that she changed the way they do their duties. And it was such a shock watching them, saying losing them both was a huge blow to the monarchy. I knew it would be a bit positive about Meghan when I saw the Rangers dragging the program. The derangers, once they start talking negative about it, they don't, it seems like many of them don't want the truth. Let's see, there's 4 comments under it here. I agree. I was also gobsmacked. Can you tell me which channel it was on, please? Let me read some of this. Okay, until maybe I'll read here. Okay, and move up. This is a ad, but there's some above it. This is when Harry and Meghan took charge of their own story instead of relying on British media and royal family, remembering how beautiful and classy the Sussex logo for starters. We know Will and Kate lost their mind. There's the laugh here. They're telling us something. Well, the smart one already knew. That's right. Just saying it out loud. There's the laugh here. So it shows that independent Meghan Sussex, there's the flower here, was that girl, already was used to being that girl, but they tried to convince the masses she wasn't and fell bullseye. This all points to one thing. British papers today may be sycophantic regarding the leftover royals, but the historian will record facts on events since Meghan joined the royal family. This worries the royals because their role in all the smear campaign will be on record. Thank you! There's one video I have where the thumbnails, I said something, it's for, just look at the screen. It's like it was meant for the future or something like that. Okay, because I don't remember exactly what I said in that video. I think it was a video one of the royal rats was doing, and it was completely lies after lies. And I was like, well, it wasn't for us. As we, the Sussex squad right now, living and breathing and doing the pushback, some of the lies that they are writing, it's not for us. It's for the future. If we don't keep on pushing back, creating, documenting their lies and put it out there, let them know they're doing the lies, okay? If we just sit back and let it be, that would have been the things that our great-grandkids will be reading about when they do research about Harry and Meghan. So this is exactly that. And also, this is why I said the bullying investigation should be made public so it could be on public record. Because nobody knows what's in it right now. We don't know the truth. Okay? Harry and Meghan are alive. They could, refute whatever was in the final investigation right now. But if in the future they decided to put it out, they could say anything that they want. There will be nothing in record in the public sphere for us to say this is a lie. Even though I know some of you will say, oh, Meghan is not. I know that Meghan is not a bully. But because they claim they did an investigation, that should be made public. The same way they went to the rooftop screaming out she's a bully worldwide, the same way they should put the investigation out, whatever the finding that they have. Even though we know Meghan is not a bully. Okay? She's been working with big companies for years. You never hear a damn thing, negative thing about her. But the second she walk over there, they start doing all of this, saying all those nonsense about her. All right, so let's continue. So this comment, where is it? This one I think I read. It's absolutely correct. Okay, I don't understand why so much squaddies are still following the racist royal social media accounts for the reason that I just said right now. It's to refute them because, not everybody can do that. This is why we are so versatile. Each one of us have a different interest. There are some squaddies who's not on Twitter because they can't stand the negativity. So that's fine. But I think those who can handle the negativity, who can do the pushback, they need to do the pushback, because if we just let them be, this is what will be on record. People will think this is the truth. I'm not going to advise anybody to do the pushback. I cannot do it. I block them myself. But those who can do the pushback, those who don't give a shit, those who find the pleasure of doing the pushback, these are the people, just let them be. Let the squaddies who wants to do the pushback, and there's some young squaddies who don't give a F about the damn thing, but they find the pleasure of mocking the lies that the royal rats who been at it for years.
Do you really believe that a campaign was being waged against you?
Yes, I did, absolutely. Yeah.
Why?
I was a separated wife of the Prince of Wales. I was a problem, full stop. Never happened before. What do we do with her?
Can't we pack her off to somewhere quietly rather than campaign against her?
She won't go quietly. That's the problem. I'll fight till the end.
Okay? So just let them be. Those people had very little followers until Meghan's supporters began to follow royal account because she was in the UK. Meghan left, squaddies stays, making racists feel popular. It depends on how you see it, okay? I think most of the squaddies left. I myself unfollow them, okay? And there are some squaddies who probably stay just to see what they're doing. But let's not forget the bots that they were buying. So their numbers, I don't know if it's still climbing, but when Harry and Meghan were over there, their numbers were climbing. But once Harry and Meghan left, I don't know what happened. Okay? So some of the squaddies who actually stayed, the actual human being who stayed, is probably just to do pushbacks. Okay? But the numbers that we are seeing are most likely bots. I don't know if Instagram did some sort of a cleanup to clear out fake accounts or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if it was Twitter that was doing it or IG, where some people were losing followers because some of the followers were bots. Alright, so there's that as well. There are derangers and there are fake bots, so I don't know what to say about that with the exception of what I've already said. Yet they tell us jealousy wasn't what led William and Kate to start a hate campaign. Instead of them to take inspiration, they harbored resentment. Yeah, Harry and Meghan, especially Harry, have told the leftovers how to do some of the things that they are doing, but they go the opposite.
Because to be role models, or the role models that each of you are, takes strength and it takes courage. When I talk to my son Archie about what he wants to be when he grows up, some days it's an astronaut, other days it's a pilot, a helicopter pilot, obviously. Or Quasi from Octonauts. If you're laughing, then you've seen it. But what I remind him is that no matter what you want to be when you grow up, it's your character that matters most. And
the uniform you've been wearing this past week will give you a new story to tell. And for others, it may give your old uniform new meaning. But I'm here to remind you that after all this, you don't need to rely on a uniform, nor should you ever feel lost without one.
What is this show called? So we can try to watch it. Okay, so there's one comment under it. Don't get fooled by them. This is one off. They had been churned out hateful program weekend after weekend about Meghan while creating psychophantic one about Kate. Maybe they realize people have stopped buying into their BS. I don't know. There's that. I honestly believe the way they directly communicate with the public and their combined charisma did cause resentment. The jealousy, I don't know. I still don't think William understands his position, the privilege that he has. I don't know what to say about that because he has the social media platform as well, so he could change the direction, the way he communicates with people. His story would be so kind to Meghan, but glad realists are calling out the truth now. Okay, just think the original squaddies who did the pushback. My jaw dropped watching this program because I have never seen a truthful program told about Meghan on the UK channel. Granted, there was still some snarky comment, but this was one of the balanced program appreciating her work and her impact on that family, regardless of them not accepting that she changed the way they do this. And it was such a shock watching them saying losing them both was a huge blow to the monarchy. I knew it would be a bit positive about Meghan when I saw the Rangers dragging the program. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. And I think it's another video making reference to that video as well. Okay, maybe it's a different way. Everyone knows William and Kate are behind the anti-Sussex hate machinery. This snippet from the Meghan Effect, how she shook up the royal family. Maybe this is the name of that program. Maybe it's the same program, but a different portion of it this clip is showing. Captured the jealousy and envy that drives William and Kate Macbeth. Alright, 1 minute and 44 seconds.
Despite Queen Elizabeth's best intentions, the Commonwealth was struggling to shake off its colonial past. Meghan's effect was to help change perceptions of the Commonwealth and make it seem more multicultural than ever before.
Meghan was something of a silver bullet for the Commonwealth. She was able to connect really effectively with the people she was meeting there.
The 2022 visit by the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge was deemed a public relations disaster, lacking Meghan's magic touch.
With Meghan and Harry, they better connected with community groups on the ground. When you look at Kate and William's trip to the Caribbean, some of the visits felt like they had a very colonial theme.
And then there was the wisdom, or otherwise, of this.
That's what I was gonna say just now, but there it is.
Decision to elevate a prince in his tropical uniform on the back of a Land Rover. They were recreating something the Queen had done here many times before. But these are different times, and it reminded people of the past when perhaps William and Kate should have been looking to the future.
It looked like two sort of white colonialists going out into a place populated by peoples of colour, and essentially everybody around had to defer to them.
Putting their hands through gates to touch the children on the other side. The optics of it were absolutely terrible.
I think William and Kate learned from Meghan Markle how to do his turn.
I started laughing at this. They didn't show it when even before they said, what did he say again? I forgot what the Jamaican Prime Minister said. Like they're moving forward or something like that. I don't remember the full context. I remember the context, but what he said, his speech, not speech, what he told William.
Jamaica is a very free and liberal country, and the people are very expressive, and I'm certain that you would have seen the spectrum of expressions yesterday. There are issues here which are, as you would know, unresolved, but your presence gives an opportunity for those issues to be placed in context, put front and center, and to be addressed in as best as we can. But Jamaica is, as you would see, a country that is very proud of our history, very proud of what we have achieved, and we are moving on, and we intend to attain in short order our development goals and fulfill our true ambitions and destiny as an independent, developed, prosperous country.
Meghan Markle was incredibly popular and celebrated, while they, in the end, came back with their tail between their legs.
Alright, thanks for sharing. Can you tell me what's the name of the documentary? Yeah, there it is here. She said it in the thing. The Meghan Effect, how she shook up the royal family, Channel 5. Let's see here. Thank you. I went to search for it, and it said it was on Apple TV, but it isn't. Oh well, thanks for the snippet though. It's on Channel 5. You need a VPN, if not based in the UK. Fact. How can I watch this? Okay, people's asking about it.
Despite Queen Elizabeth...
Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Oh my god, I'm already 19 minutes. So that's probably gonna be part 1 and part 2. Okay. Why did anyone tell me the internet is now calling Prince William them Bill? Really? Wait, what? Haha. His subject or saying he's dumber than a mother effer. What? I love this for him. They thought punishing Nancy will quieten the dissent. It's a tag team of British media who are annoyed by the Levy interview and peasants who hate him now for many things, especially the dispatch program. His grid moving to multiple mentions when subjects are using food banks. LOL, I saw a post by a royalist calling Egg Dem Bill mad about his Scope 30 environmental speech. I too just came across the name. Well, I don't follow them, so I don't know. If the squad didn't say it, I will not know. If I didn't see this tweet. I too just came across that name and some tweets. When the media, Rhoda, and the firm assigned the dumb tag to H, they never expected that a time will come when their poster boy and future king will end up being labeled them entirely his own action. Just a day or two ago, I saw an article attributed to a man-baby future king always crying about being overshadowed, calling H dumb, and craving attention. And today, Street have christening the man-baby Dem Bill karma. Okay. Also, be the idol, brilliant. I'm surprised it's not Bungalow Bill, nothing up top. There's that, Dem Bill. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Some stuff about Brazil, the climate thing.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better